Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 12 rounds. It is a final eliminator for the WBC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors. Riyadh Season, Unibet, That Prize Guy, 32 Red, and Global Next Trade. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge Suzanne Potts, along with the World Boxing Council. President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Peter Stuckey, Timekeeper Chris O'Connor. The judges are Hughes Elleboat, Jacqueline Manzour, and Kieran McCann. Our referee in charge will be Mark Bates. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing white with gold and weighed in officially at 117.7 pounds. Coming to us from Mexico City, Ciudad de Mexico. He brings a professional record consisting of 19 wins, 6 defeats, 3 draws. 11 of his 19 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current WBC International Silver Bantamweight Champion, Alejandro Jair Conejo Gonzalez. And his opponent across the ring in this final eliminator, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing black trunks and weighed in officially at 117.15 pounds. Hailing from right here, Liverpool, England. He has a professional record of 14 wins, just 1 defeat. 12 of his 14 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former British and Commonwealth champion and the current WBC Silver Bantamweight champion, Andrew Cain.
Enormous support for the Merseysider.
You've had your instructions in the dressing room, so you know what's expected. Keep your punches up, obey my commands, and protect yourselves at all times. Good luck to you both, gentlemen. Touch gloves.
The final eliminator for Naoya Inoue's brother, Takuma's glorious green and gold WBC 8 stone 6 crown. Number 3, WBC ranked Andrew Cain in with the 6th ranked Alejandro Gonzalez. Time for them to chase that dream shot for a world title. England and Mexico. Cain in the black trunks and the black boots, the white and gold of Gonzalez. Heavily tattooed and heavily prepared for this on a winning run. But Cain punches very, very hard.
He's a brutal puncher. But as I say, and as you just said, Gonzalez on a good run of form. Be interested to see who holds the centre of the ring, keeps themselves there. Both have heart of lions, both want to get stuck in. Yeah, promises to be a good matchup this. An awful lot of gold for the winner.
Unbeaten in his last 7, Gonzalez, won his last 4, Cain. So they deserve this opportunity. Who will grasp it on this cold February night by the Mersey? Cold out there, but it's actually pretty warm in here, isn't it? With this big crowd.
Just gonna be careful he closes the gap here, Cain, because he's quite a good boxer here, Gonzalez, and you'll rush it too quick. You'll take a half a step back and he'll pop a combination on you. So sliding into the distance is going to be better for Cain here. Work me on a solid jab. And even if you miss with that jab, just put him on the defensive to get close enough to land with that left hook, which is, for me, his best shot.
Shot from Gonzalez, who's having a good look at Cain.
I think they're both doing the right thing here. Look, I know they both have that fire and they both want to get stuck in, but you can't neglect the fundamentals, the jab, you know, your defence. You can't let your heart rule your head. And they're doing the right thing, having a look, a little cagey,
This is too important a night to get your tactics messed up by anything rash.
Yeah, because there's some big names in this bantamweight division, you know, and some fighters who are probably on the end of their careers, really good names, good fighters still, but you know, you might catch them at the right time and be able to get a bit of a reign if you can win a world title. But I think Gonzalez is boxing quite well also. He's, you know, not overawed by the crowd, he's nice and relaxed, not letting Cain bully him.
I've just seen him do that a couple of times though. After he throws the jab, he just leans back, chin's a little high. He's got to be careful there because we've seen how Cain can just sort of burst into life.
Nice
punches very hard with the right hand. Sorry, Adam. So he's got to make sure he keeps that chin tucked and the hands high.
Yeah, combination from Cain, but some decent hand speed showed by Gonzalez.
Got to get that front foot closer, Cain.
Yep. Nice long jab as well, the Mexican. This could be very interesting. Tries a body shot as well. Nice start this from Alejandro Gonzalez.
Yeah, unfazed. You know, looks comfortable in there, doesn't he? And very, very loud in the introductions. Already trying to silence this crowd.
Welcome back. Paul Stevenson, the busiest man on this Saturday night. So many charges he looks after. Nick Ball, the pinnacle, of course, later on. But here's Andrew Cain, his stablemate, the 29-year-old from Liverpool. It's only the 59th round of his career. This is the 164th for Alejandro Gonzalez, who's got out of the middle of the ring here and throwing out body shots. I thought he was impressive in that first round.
Yeah, he just showed that bit of experience, didn't he? Not the panic and you know, being away from home. It was nice and relaxed. I mean, Cain tried to rush him a little bit, just took a little half a step back, in and out with the feet and making sure the counters, like they are now, were fast.
You don't bring an enormous entourage with you if you don't feel you're going to absolutely nail this one, and he's brought that.
Yeah, and the body language from everyone, himself, Gonzalez and the team, they've been very, yeah, as I say, jovial and confident in the build-up to this, and boxing nicely. This is good work, though, back from Cain.
Better distance there from Cain. I think like when you're strong and you hit hard, I think sometimes the eagerness to get too close can work against you, and I just think he's more of a mid-range fighter, Cain. That's where he's going to be better, but certainly his entry is the double jab and up and down with it.
I mean, that was a good example, wasn't it? He threw the single jab and just missed. That's better. So he throws the double jab and lands.
And also, when you throw the double jab, quite often you engage your legs, which makes you bend. It just gives you a different heights as you come forward.
Lovely work with his left hand, Cain, and some bruising around the right eye for Gonzalez. He's trying to get his range here, the man from Merseyside, but the Mexican's lively.
Good upper body movement there from Gonzalez there, just not allowing Cain to set himself.
It's a good match, as it should be. Final eliminator for a world title.
He's just using the feet more effectively, I think, Gonzalez at the minute, whether it be coming forward or going backwards. He's just using the momentum of Cain to find the counters at the minute. Still very, very early.
I still think it's a good little round here for Cain, but I think you're right. Gonzalez is making Cain think a little bit too much than he probably wants to. That's good work. There you go. See, he relaxed a little bit, and there's just fluency in his work there for Cain.
Yep, nice combinations from Andrew Cain, trying to back up Gonzalez in this neutral corner just in front of us. On his bike again, the Mexican, who's not had as good a round as the first.
And I think Cain's going to have to do that. Just take the power away a little bit and just think about the last punch being powerful.
Good shot. Lovely right hand from Cain.
He has been better in this round, working the body as well. Andrew Cain, and again. And he's just trying to stamp his authority on the fight. The home advantage, the fans, the move towards the top here. Andrew Cain, he's worked so hard for this.
I'll tell you what, though, Adam, this is how it should be. You know, you mentioned it, you know, this is a final eliminator for the WBC title. They should be tough, they should be hard, and this is a really good matchup between two good fighters. Lovely work from Cain there.
Good body shots before that, a nice left foot from Cain. And again.
Good action, end of the second round. That might be one apiece. Really good fight brewing here. And look who's watching backstage. He's got his own business to take care of with his world title defense, but he's looking nice and relaxed watching his stablemate Andrew Cain. And he'll be watching this one as well, because he's a fight fan, Nick Ball, Cooper and Ursu in Derby. Big night down as well in for Cormac on February the 28th. Looking forward to that. And it's a double header in Arizona, one of Barry Jones' favourite places to watch boxing. It's Navarrete and Nunes, and what a cracker that is. A super featherweight unification battle, live only on DAZN. I mean, you just want to be in two countries at the same time, don't you? Like you did last week.
Yeah, you just read my mind. So much to look forward to, and there is in this contest as well. Two very good fighters, and yeah, they're well matched, gelling nicely.
Dangerous, this Gonzalez, though, isn't he? Really snappy with his punches. But I thought Cain got just relaxed a little bit more in that second round. Didn't try and load up with so many shots, and I think that's going to be the key for him to be able to get more momentum in his work.
Yes, relax as he did that combination in that second round. It was a nice flow, wasn't it? A nice rhythm to the combination.
But like always, with someone like Gonzalez, who's going to throw straight after you, as soon as you land your shots, he's going to throw back. Similar, actually, to what Figueroa is going to try and do to Ball. What you do after the punch is going to be important, like I always say. So you've got to make sure for Cain, if you're not going to move on the target, get low after you throw the shots, tip those legs or take a slide back out. If you can, pivot round the outside, but most certainly don't just stand it after you've landed a couple of good punches.
Out of range there, Cain, quite severely. Just got to watch the body shots as well that Gonzalez is throwing in. 23 knockouts between these two, and although they're shaping up for a long fight, as you close in for a world title, they should be these matches, but you never know, they can detonate, and they are two of the biggest punchers in the bantamweight division.
Yeah, they are, and as Barry said, you know, it's fine margins. It's not just the shots that you're letting go, it's the defense afterwards. And we see a moment ago Cain just throwing a nice easy 1-2, but bringing his feet out of range, and that's what he's going to have to do.
You've got to be careful here, Gonzalez. He's not overreacting.
Something's come loose. I don't know whether it's on his shorts, but Gonzalez was worried about something. Mark Bates has picked it up.
He's trying to make it awkward for Cain, constantly making Cain think before he throws. He's just not quite doing enough work himself here, Gonzalez.
He's methodical, isn't he, Cain? Works at a pace.
Very effective with it, isn't he? And yeah, Gonzalez just switched off a little bit here. I thought he started the second round really well, come out with real intent, but maybe he's felt something from Cain.
Yep, he looked at the referee, was perturbed, wasn't he? Alejandro Gonzalez hasn't quite found his flow. The odd shot getting through to head and to body, reminding Cain. But over the course of these couple of rounds, Cain doing some decent work. It's a good fight.
I think Cain's adapted a little bit. Where he was a bit more tense and more flat-footed in the first round, Gonzalez is a counter-puncher by trade. He might throw in combination to be aggressive, but a natural counter-puncher wants you to miss and then come on, jump on you. But like right now, the last couple of rounds, he's found him hard to hit Cain back with those single counter left hooks.
Yeah, using the feet better now, Cain. He's not exaggerating the movement, just a little half a step out and firing back in. Good work once again from Cain.
Yep, good shot, jab, body shots back from Gonzalez. Action heating up, and here he is, the heartbreaker. Look at that t-shirt. Brandon Figueroa arrives. Manny Robles, top trainer behind him. This is an elite two-weight world champion, and he's coming to break Nick Ball and Liverpool's hearts. Is he the fighter he once was? Because if he is, there could be real danger for Ball tonight.
Well, look, if he is the fighter he once was, then we're in for a real cracker, that's for sure. Potential fight of the year candidate. He can do it all. He just loves to get stuck in. I'm surprised there's not more war wounds on the face of Figueroa.
Some of us were just lucky that way, Dan.
I'm just saying he's as handsome as you two, isn't he?
But the thing is, even if he's not the fighter he once was, it's still a hard fight. I mean, guaranteed, it's a barn burner, whatever Figueroa turns
Just
up.
those one controversial loss to Fulton and then the other one a little bit wider. Never been stopped. Tough as old boots and a really aggressive fighter as well, Brandon Figueroa. The styles of Ball and Figueroa should blend beautifully. And these two, well, it's a pretty good warm-up, isn't it? And we've got Jack Turner still to come. Andrew Cain in the black trunks. Alejandro Gonzalez, heavily tattooed. I'm trying to work out all those tattoos as he got in the ring. There's many of them. He's a hard man from Mexico City, and he can box well too.
Well, I tell you what, he just left a mark on him there, Cain, with that right to the body, that's for sure. It was a beautiful shot. That's what he needs to do more. He's had success with that. Jab to the body, Gonzalez. He can work off of that.
I think he's boxed really clever here, I think. Andrew Cain.
You see the punches landed. Cain through 3. He's probably up by a couple of points. He's kept his discipline, which is important. A little bit of blood around the nose area. Nothing to worry about.
But showing the importance of a jab there, with landing the 17 jabs, and that even though it's a scoring punch, it keeps your shape. It forces you to keep your shape because it comes in and out from the shoulder, which keeps you side on. Means you're going to turn correct with the right hand if you land clean with the jab. And that gives you that discipline, you know, everything falls into place and like a jigsaw puzzle. All falls in nicely, and I think tactically the last few rounds he's been really clever here, Cain. And it's up to Gonzalez now to try and get him up with his rhythm.
That's the body shots again that Gonzalez is targeting. He was good defending his head, but that body, Cain, occasionally can be open, and the Mexican's getting some encouragement here alongside us.
Yeah, and it's the jab as well is encouraging for Gonzalez. A lot of work is now coming off of that jab. Better defense from the Mexican.
He's just more aware of what's coming back, isn't he, Cain? I think. Gonzalez I think he's got to walk forward, even if he's blocking and countering as he's doing it. But I think he's got to try and be a little more aggressive here with Cain.
Close round inside the last minute of the 4th here.
It's a nice feint there from Cain, look at that. Nothing of it, it just keeps Gonzalez on the back foot.
Tell you what, he had an opportunity to counter that jab there. It was a little bit of a lazy jab from Gonzalez. They're the ones you're looking for when you're countering.
He has lost 6 times, Gonzalez, but he's better than that record. Only been stopped once. He's in a good vein of form, and you can see how tricky and awkward he is. Calls himself Conejo, which I think translates as rabbit.
Rabbit, I
Explain.
knew that. Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, he dances in and out, doesn't he? Haven't seen unusually sized ears or teeth, so I don't think it's anything to do with that.
Look in the mirror then, mate.
I get more donkey.
Good jab from Gonzalez. Might have nicked that one, very close. It's a heavyweight night. Let's get over to a real heavyweight prospect. Looking forward to seeing his pro debut. Adam Olanian is with Dev.
Adam, such a big night for the Everton Red Triangle gym. Of course, Andrew Cain right now, Nick Ball coming up as well. How are you seeing it?
What I can see so far, Andrew's doing some beautiful boxing. He's on the back foot and he's picking his shots lovely. He's landing some big shots also. I think he's going to get to him in the next couple of rounds. And Nick's fight, I think it's going to be just total domination by Nick, you know what I mean?
And I can tell your knuckles are itchy as well. Not long till that debut now. How much are you looking forward to it?
5 weeks today, Dave, you know what I mean? It's every day it's going by. I'm getting that little bit more locked in, that little bit more on edge, and completely different mindset for this, so buzzing.
Great to see you. Enjoy your night.
Likewise, Dave. Thank you.
Now this guy's a good prospect, Adam. I've seen him around last 2 or 3 years. Fantastic heavyweight amateur. Could he be the next big star, following the likes of Moses Atalma, Leo Atang? Of course, Leo won last week. And you'll see Adam in action. Debut on that massive card. Live on DAZN. Dickens Kakache, O'Leary, Chamberlain on St. Patrick's Day weekend.
That was better there from Gonzalez, wasn't it? He just let his punches go in 2s and 3s then, rather than just trying to counter with a single shot.
There's lovely rhythm to that work, the combination, flashy, classy, and effective. A bit more confidence about him in this 5th round.
I think this is close, Darren, I really do. I think, and it should be, final eliminator. 2 top boxers looking for their right.
They're all, it's a close, every round's a close round, but I still think that, for me, Cain's ahead here with just a better boxing, more control boxing, and just being a little bit busier than Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks the cuter at times, as we just seen there, but he's not really reacted as much as he should.
Good jabs from Cain. Not being certainly troubled mentally by what Gonzalez is attempting to do, the puzzle that's in front of him. The man on the move with sprightly shots at times.
Do you know what the secret weapon is for Cain? Stevenson in the corner, because he's calm. He never gets overexcited. He's always a smiley face, and he gives you the right instruction, and he just gives you very simple stuff, not too much to digest. I think that's a real, in a fight like this where you've got to keep that concentration always, I think that's a real plus.
Just out of range there as well, Gonzalez. That was good movement from Andrew Cain.
He's looking to creep forward now, isn't he, Gonzalez? One more confidence coming from the Mexican now. Nice jab to the body. That's key, I feel, for him to set everything up. That jab to the body. He's missed a few times when he's targeting the head of Cain. And Cain's been able to counter, so that jab to the body key. And with Cain throwing the jab, he's just got to bring those feet in a little bit. We said it, didn't we, in the opening round? He's got to use the double jab, bring the feet in, double it up.
And stay low. Just stay nice and low. You're punching up's harder to defend against, and also it's harder to counter when a guy got a punch over the top.
Won his first 10, Andrew Cain. Gonzalez his first 6. Both have been around 7, 8 years as pros. Good right hand from Cain. Back comes Gonzalez.
That was really clever there from Cain, because the first phase of attack that he landed with, there was an opportunity before that, and he never went for it. He didn't feel his balance was right, I don't feel. I think it was really clever just about that patience to wait for the opportunity to arise again.
Winging in the hooks, but not happy there, Gonzalez. Maybe he felt it was a tad low, but he's shaking his head as he goes back to his corner. Cain maybe just getting the better of this. There's moments, isn't there, from the Mexican?
Yeah, no, he's having his moments, and he's making a really close competitive fight. But I just think every round, Cain's just doing enough to nick it, even if it's just finishing with a solid right hand. He's always just doing enough for me, and I just think showing a little bit of maturity and patience in his work, to not get too excited or drunk on any success he's having.
Well, now to the quote, Clarissa Shields and Franchon Cruz Cezanne meet in a rematch February the 22nd, not long to go. And this time the undisputed heavyweight championship is on the line in Detroit. What an amazing fighter Clarissa Shields has been over the years. Live and exclusive on DAZN. This one's good. Scheduled for 12, bantamweight division. A chance to have a shot at the WBC King, Takuma Inoue, Noah's brother. And will it be taken by Andrew Cain, who's probably forged the lead here against Alejandro Gonzalez, but it's not easy. Gonzalez is full of tricks.
Yeah, CompuBox stats favour Cain in the power department. 37 power shots landed to the 21 of Gonzalez. So yeah, heating up nicely, as you say. Both, I feel, could be a bit more active with that lead hand. But at any minute, one of them is just going to burst into life and let a flurry of shots go. I think they both respect one another, that's for sure, and each other's power.
But if the pattern stays as it is, I think Gonzalez is going to be, oh, good shot. So I think I'll just keep my mouth shut. I mean,
both of them opening up, though.
Yeah, but it's a single shot. I think he's going to be disappointed that he hasn't thrown more punches. He's had opportunities at times to let his hands go and decided the single counter shot's enough. And I don't think it is.
Well, he's got his tactics and his game plan and his big team. It's fight number 29 for Gonzalez from Mexico. Turned southpaw Andrew Cain, just trying something slightly different as we approach the halfway mark. But that speed again on the counter from Gonzalez is good.
See, he's changed southpaw then Cain. He didn't need to try anything different. Things are working for him. All he got to do is keep that concentration, that's all. Don't jump in, Don't get over that front foot. Don't try and punch from too far out and leave yourself too short. As Dad has been saying, bring your feet in a little bit more.
I think Gonzalez is having a good round again. Nice jabs. This is a tough assignment for Andrew Cain, but then it should be in the acid test before the big one.
Yeah, Gonzalez isn't just ploughing forward with no fault. What he's doing, he's trying to creep forward, but he's very nimble on his feet. So as soon as Cain looks to let the shots go, he just slides out of range, and that's made it difficult for Cain to read the rhythm.
That long reach that Gonzalez has. Not quite the work rate and maybe the organisation and technical ability of Cain, but he's certainly having a good round here.
I'd like to see some more feints from Cain. Try and draw out the lead of Gonzalez. Landed a nice left hook there, Cain.
Yeah, but what Gonzalez, he hasn't let Cain push him back. He hasn't allowed Cain to push him back in this round. I think that's been the difference here.
Slight shift. Cain with work to do.
See, he moves the head lovely, Gonzalez. He should be punching off those slips. Good shot.
That's a good shot, though, Barry. I think this is a decent round for Alejandro Gonzalez. Body shots as well, and he's happy as he goes back to his corner. 6 rounds down. How the judges got it. That was a good round for the Mexican.
Yeah, really, really good contest this, first and foremost. But that was a good round, wasn't it, for Gonzalez? Landing some good shots, didn't take a step back. Good counter-punching, though, from Andrew Cain. But look, the right hand over the top, just a bit of a lazy lead hand there. Beautiful screw, though. When they let the shots go, it really, really is a classy affair. 2 good operators. As we've said, with so much on the line here, they're going to push it on. Perhaps to certainly to challenge Inoue's brother.
Second half. Will experience count for Alejandro Gonzalez, who's got double on Andrew Cain, but Cain's got the home support and the better record. Let's bring in Carl Frampton here. I want to know your card, Carl, how you're scoring it.
I've actually got it level at this stage, 3 rounds apiece. I thought the last round was good for Gonzalez. But I think that he's letting him come back into it, Cain, a little bit. Whether it was rounds or what he could have been winning and maybe just letting Gonzalez nick it. But Gonzalez is better when he's a little bit more relaxed like this. But it's up to Cain to upset that rhythm and pressurize him a little bit more. Like the boys have been saying, push forward with a double jab. Like, this is no good for Andrew Cain, what's happening right now. He needs to be going forward and pushing Gonzalez back. So we need to see something change here a little bit.
And I think that's right there, Cal. You know, what Cain's doing there. I understand, you know, just relaxing that little bit of a bounce to your step, but you can't give away too much ground and allow Gonzalez to take the centre of the ring.
Carl, he was so good against Charlie Edwards, wasn't he, Andrew Cain? What's he got to do, utilising that experience, certainly down the stretch in that fight?
Yeah, well, that was a completely different fight. Charlie Edwards, I'm sure he'll not mind me saying, but he ran away all night, and it was difficult for Andrew Cain. He got a little bit frustrated in that fight. So important not to get frustrated here. You know, Gonzalez is the type of fighter that you could easily get frustrated against, but the last round and what I'm seeing at the start of this round, I want to see a little bit more from Andrew Cain. I want to see him be a little bit more aggressive, get closer, and the output needs to be higher as well.
Thanks, Carl. I just looked down at my card. I have exactly as Carl has it, 3 apiece. Judges may be favouring Cain's aggression, and he's had a good couple, second and third, were definitely Cain rounds, but I'm liking Alejandro Gonzalez here. He's letting his hands go. There's a real organised look now to the Mexican's work.
Well, it's reversed now, because he's throwing the punches and he's taking a little retreat back there and keeping the hands nice and high. See, with Cain relaxing, I mean, and it worked for him, but sometimes when you relax, you can get it sometimes a little bit too negative. It's had to be a little bit, you know, hands low, dip the shoulders a little bit too much and not really concentrate on the work.
He switched southpaw and nearly walked into an uppercut. A really, really bad moment there averted for Andrew Cain, who's back to orthodox, and that's what you like, Barry, don't you?
Keep it, well, if it's working for you, you don't need to change. You don't need to get over extravagant about stuff and be too clever for your own good.
Yeah, I think Cain, when he's going backwards, he can't exaggerate the movement. Sometimes he goes back in straight lines, 2 or 3 steps, and it just allows Gonzalez just to creep forward. I think there's been a couple of passages where he's been holding the centre of the ring, Cain. Just take half a step back, then you can fire back with a counter. I think Gonzalez needs to get busy with that jab to the body again and try and creep forward behind that jab. Then he can look for that right hand. That's good work, but good defence there from Cain.
Southpaw jabs from Andrew Cain, but is that another round for Gonzalez? Tough this. Let's try and get into Paul Stevenson's head here.
Keep on doing what we're doing. Keep him on that jab. Backing him up, a little touch on it, you know what I mean? Moving the feet when he comes to you. Picking up your quick, little attack. Even them little 1, 2, 3, 4 straight, 1, 2, 3 straight, 2, 1 straight. Quite the right catching when it's football happening, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got to watch it. 50 times in between. Yeah, 50 moments. Tap a body jab, tap a head jab, keep working it. 50 little moments and then get back up, 50 little moments. Not many moments, he's not doing any offense at all. He's just waiting. He's giving the rounds away, in my opinion, while you're jabbing. But still, you want to be careful that you don't give anything away. He's keeping control.
Well, that was interesting. Paul believing that Gonzalez is giving the rounds away, not doing enough. So they obviously feel Cain is in front into the 8th round, but doesn't matter really what the corner team think. It's the 3 judges who are around ringside if it's needed. Remember the power in that ring. 12 knockouts on the Cain record, 11 for Gonzalez. Neither man been down or really hurt here, but it's been a good watch. A tactical match which has ebbed and flowed.
Yeah, Stevenson asking for Cain to pick his moments. That's a nice jab, tripling up the shot, but yeah, I'd like to see those moments be phases. A 2 or 3 shot, then go again.
And this could be subjective again. The scoring of this, which style you prefer. I mean, we were all pretty big on Josh Kelly last week. A lot of people felt that Murtazaliev may have deserved more from it. So it is, really, isn't it? I don't, but...
I know, people just like controversy, don't they? I mean, it was a close fight, and Kelly won well enough.
I felt Josh Kelly won it. World champion from the Northeast, our 6th world champion, and the longest reigning Nick Ball up in action a little later on. But his stablemate Andrew Cain has got a real fight on his hands against this Alejandro Gonzalez, who is taking the fight to Cain now. This is great stuff.
Yeah, he is. Look, putting the shots together nicely, rolling under the right hand, coming back from Cain. Really good work. There was a nice couple of right hands that landed from Cain on the back foot.
Yeah. And he mentioned it earlier about the intensity and their face-off at the weigh-in. And I just felt, seeing the Mexican team here, it's not just one man and his dog over. There's a huge managers, promoters, I think, a fan base for this guy. Cain opens up as well. Good work from the Merseyside man too on the ropes.
See, I thought, not just now off the ropes, I thought in that other phase of attack, I thought he boxed well off the ropes there. Also Cain, real solid shots.
Body shot going in though from Gonzalez. Did that just trouble Andrew Cain slightly inside the last minute of the 8th? It's been the best action of the fight this session.
Yeah, you feel like he sent something.
He's hurt. And down he goes. I thought something had got him 30 seconds or so ago. A delayed reaction. And Andrew Cain is down here, back into the 8th, and he's in trouble. He's trying to get his breath back. Will he be allowed to fight on? This is Alejandro Gonzalez's moment. The crowd trying to rally Andrew Cain, and he needs the bell badly.
More bodies, shots raining in from Gonzalez. Oh, good work though on the back foot from Cain.
Big right hand from Gonzalez.
Oh, look at this.
And Cain, stubborn. The fitness, but down he goes for the 2nd time, wincing in pain. Can he get up? He's going to try desperately hard to. And the bell comes, and it may just have saved Andrew Cain. He's absolutely bent over in that corner. Is a minute enough, Barry?
I'm not quite sure, because that was twice with body shots. He's in real pain. He hadn't recovered from the first shot, and then the one that knocked him down. There was the first shot that you picked up on, the one that knocked him down, and the second knocked down. I think he's in trouble here.
Yeah, in big trouble. Let's have a look at this shot here. Yeah, nice right to the body. It was a lovely counter left hook, but that was what you usually get with a body shot, that delayed reaction, and you can see he just didn't follow up that good work, and then he sensed it, didn't he? He dropped. But yeah, the worst thing about this is having someone like Gonzalez who wants to get stuck in, knowing that he's hurt his man. He's going to come out all guns blazing now.
Final eliminator for a world title is never easy. Can Andrew Cain respond from what was a torrid 8th round, down twice, body shots, crippling him up in pain, but he's had that time with Paul in the corner, and Alejandro Gonzalez just ran out of time. Will he pick up where he left off?
All that having time, though, I mean, it's still a delicate area, it really is. I know it takes is a tap, and it's not always about the weight of the shot, it's the angle of where it comes in at. And if they get that angle right, if he lifts that diaphragm up, you're in trouble.
You had to haul yourself up in your world title shot off the floor. How hard is that, Darren, when you get Gonzalez dramatically? No time to answer the question about the body shot, because it's now Cain who's got the knockdown early in the 9th. And what drama we have in Liverpool. Cain down twice in the 8th. Gonzalez now in trouble, and Cain is going to go for it. And here's the power of Liverpool's Andrew Cain, and he's wincing at Cain now. Gonzalez, who's hurt with headshots, and he's slipped in his own corner. And this is one of the biggest turnarounds we've seen so far this year.
Oh, the eye's gone.
His eye's gone. Listen to this crowd.
Andrew Cain pulls a rabbit out of the hat to beat the rabbit. Alejandro Gonzalez, who was so close to victory himself, but Cain, from the throes of defeat, manages to spin this fight on its head with his power. Body shots from Gonzalez, but headshots from Cain were even better.
That's why this is the greatest sport in the world. Unbelievable scenes, on the brink of defeat, dropped twice in the previous round, then fires back like that. That is what champions, Barry, are made of.
I thought one more decent body shot and Cain was done. I felt really sorry, he boxes so well, but that right hand of John Gonzalez didn't look like a heavy shot to me. It just looked like a little bit off balance, a really good quality shot. Look at that left hook, it was a lovely shot, left hook, sorry. And then after there, the right hand that hits him on the ropes when he gets up was a right thudding shot. It's a beautiful shot, look at that. But again, I don't think that's a shot that's really scrambled the senses. They both throw and he's hit him off balance. When he gets up, that's the right hand there. That's thudding shot, and the crowd on their feet, they're going wild, as we were almost. But the accuracy and the work there of Cain, don't let him off the hook here. Has to take a body shot somewhere in there as well. But he just kept the relentless pressure. And I think the eye sort of burst there of Gonzalez, and I thought the referee was going to give him a count, but Gonzalez turned his back, looked like he didn't want to know. I think the pain for the eye was too much, and Cain grabbed victory from the jaws of defeat there.
They're absolute in disbelief in that corner of Gonzalez there. They thought they was on the brink. We thought he was on the brink of victory. That was incredible.
I tell you something, Adam. The mental fortitude there for Cain to come back and do that means any fight he goes into next, he'll be up for it.
This sport never, ever ceases to amaze me. Gobsmacked at ringside at how that could happen. Extraordinary in Liverpool tonight. You feel for Alejandro Gonzalez, who was seconds away from winning, but this is boxing. Andrew Cain and Paul Stevenson in that corner. What on earth happened in that minute? Well, we felt he wouldn't recover. 2 knockdowns, and he's won a WBC final eliminator, and he deserves that shot after what he's gone through. Wow. The Magnificent Seven, a huge Queensberry show, live on DAZN, shifted to March the 28th. I was with Moses Atama the other week. He's itching to get going again. In with Jermaine Franklin, toughest test so far. Huge card as well, some wonderful fights on there. March the 28th in Manchester, but it's about Liverpool tonight. And I tell you what will be going through Nick Ball's head in that dressing room, watching his stablemate almost defeated and then winning in that sort of style. I mean, let's get it official, Thomas, because I can't quite believe it still.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 22 seconds of round number 9. Our referee in charge, Mark Bates, waves off the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and the winner of the final eliminator for the WBC Bantamweight Championship of the World, Andrew Cain.
Look what it means to his Merseyside faithful. Victory number 15, by far the sweetest. He will be fighting for a WBC title. And, I mean, there's Lee Eaton. I don't think anyone could quite come to terms with what we've just seen in the last 5 minutes. Down twice.